Good morning, welcome to 4x8 Paper Stuff. This is Beth. We are in day 26 of our October daily journal, which is a junk journal from a book. I'm doing a book report, a Agatha Christie mystery, The Halloween Party. So, today is the reveal. I will have clips everywhere that say, don't listen now, don't listen now. Keep watching, but don't listen if you don't want to know who the murderer was. But because it is the reveal day, I decided to go ahead and put bits and bobs from everything I've used in this journal, what might be left, and make a huge collage and kind of put a little bit of a wash over it to blend it all together. And I did this last night. Spoiler alert for that. Because the paint needed to dry really well today. Now, I am seriously just going through my little tin of stuff that I have collected, printed, painted, bought this year, maybe years ago, for this page. I never ended up using envelope windows, which that was my original goal last month when I started prepping stuff. And when I say prepping, I was painting, I was getting things together. I was not going to plan a page. I don't plan any of my pages, which is highly problematic sometimes when you're filming every single day or almost every single day. But I decided that's the way I want to go. I love to work intuitively. If you're new here, you don't know this yet, but if you're old, you hear me say this a lot. I love the paper to talk to me, to tell me where it wants to go. I'm not a trained artist, which is highly apparent at times, most of the time, but I do have fun. This is my form of therapy. I love making these journals, and I love editing and filming it because that's also another form of therapy. So really, it's all selfish on my part. I need to do this for me, and if you want to watch, yay! And so some things don't go always as planned. Some things get lost. Some things don't come across well at all. But it's the risk I take, and I'm willing to take to have all this available to me, and hopefully build a great community here, which is my only goal. I don't need sponsors. I don't need any of that. My husband is my sponsor. He doesn't know it though. Don't tell him. I am very blessed to have a kind husband that doesn't mind sponsoring my videos. And when I say that, he buys my art supplies. That's all. So I do this for fun. This is purely recreational on my part. And sometimes I learn. I have acquired some skills over the years from doing this, and I'm a slow learner, and I'm still here trying to learn. So this looks like a hodgepodge of mess currently, but I think once I put it with a little bit of a wash and let it dry overnight, it might not be so bad. I added a ghost, I added Hercule Poirot, and I added a manor house, which is very common in all of Agatha Christie's books. That manor house I made last month as a prep thing that I never used, so I'm deciding to add it to this piece of paper. There's thick paper, there's thin paper, there's see-through paper, there's all kinds of stuff here. So now comes the evening it all out. I'm putting Mod Podge on stuff so that it does stick well. And it also gives me added thickness, which I wanted lots of thick texture in this journal purposely. And then I added a little bit of gray paint, which is Soft Elephant or something like that from Target. And right here, it looks a little bit like I ruined everything. In the morning, spoiler alert, it doesn't look so bad. But I wanted just enough to kind of ground everything and kind of just have a huge texture background that's kind of messy and grungy, which is exactly what I wanted. And I do get it in the morning. Good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning. Well, you saw what I did last night. Now you want to see the results. All right, I'm going to take the book out because it's all flopping around here. The results are this. And they're not bad. And there's a tinge of like a yellow tinge. So I'm thinking I can put this on here, which is what I want to do. Now, if you don't want to have a spoiler about who did the mystery in the book, who murdered the people or the girl at the bobbing station and why, turn your volume off. And I'm going to put a little thing right here. And then when you can watch it again, I'll put another card in. It says, okay, to put your volume back on. Okay? Okay. So, day 26, chapter 26, is when we are told in the book who did it. And I still keep looking for chapter 15. All right. So, Mrs. Drake, Rowena Drake, who hosted the Halloween party, killed the girl at the bobbing station because she thought she was sitting in the spooky tree the day that her and Michael, the gardener guy, put Olga, the au pair lady, who was supposed to receive all the money from this one lady that she cared for, in the well after they killed her. So, but Miranda was the one that saw it, the little girl that's on the train with Hercule Poirot, and her mom. So they took Miranda at the restaurant, at the pub where they are eating lunch while they are stopping on the train to eat lunch on their way back to London. So, Rowena Drake, the lady that had the Halloween party, hosted the Halloween party for the 11-plussers, killed the girl at the bobbing station. But she was not the one that saw the murder. Miranda was the one that saw the murder. So that is who did it. So I'm going to put the card back in here. Now you can turn to the... So, good stuff. Good stuff. A PSA today, for me, I had somebody make a weird comment. And I'm pretty sure it's a spammer guy. But I can't get rid of it. So I reported him and I tried to remove it. But maybe I can remove it on my Mac instead of my iPad. I don't know. But if I do get, I'm hoping it's not spam and connected to anything else. So far, it seems to be okay. But, I might have to turn my comments off for a couple days to just make them go away. I know it's all on a computer and they're AI or whatever. So, anyhow. PSA. Another PSA. I got my COVID shot. Can you see my Band-Aid? Oh, there's my Band-Aid. It was not easy. Because of my stupid insurance, which is the only insurance in the state of South Carolina that I can get because my husband is self-employed. Okay. And I don't work. I would think this is working, but they don't classify it as work. Okay. I don't know where to put this. Or how to do it. Maybe in the middle. Cover up what's in the middle and have the paper on the side. Maybe. I guess there's no maybe about it. I just put it down. That might not be a good idea because you can tell it's another piece and then I'll have a seam right there. But I really don't think it matters. It's all just paper attached here and there. All right, I'm going to cut another piece. I attached it to this bin lid from home to get it here without wrinkling it and without messing it up, hopefully, which it worked. Okay. Ooh, I like that. Oopsie. Don't go back on yourself. I have my Boo t-shirt on. So yeah, I did get my COVID shot because my uncle in Ohio that we're going to go visit is 95 or 96. I can't remember. He's up there and we don't want to get him sick. Maybe 94. If we catch anything on a plane, which my sister and I are both very susceptible to stuff on planes. Although, since I've had COVID shots, I have not gotten anything. And I bathe in hand sanitizer half the time when I'm on a plane especially. Okay, so now this is the side that's in the book. This is the side, let's see, let me think. Yeah, this is the side that's down. And then this is flapping open. This might be on tomorrow's. Then I also made this washi tape at home a month ago. That's got the bowler hats that Hercule Poirot wears. The apples. It's got a little art piece. You're not going to be able to see this. It's too tiny. But it's got a little art deco symbol of his mustache and all that somebody uses. One of the manor houses. But I thought I might put this on here too. I made a couple rows of this. And I put like a orange background behind it. And then made it look like it was slightly gingham. Slightly ginghamish. Ginghamish, is that a word? I don't know. It was very interesting though. I was at the I could only get my shot at Walmart because the other pharmacy that I got it at in March of this year no longer takes, the pharmacy does not accept my insurance. And I said, okay, I'll pay for it then. No, can't do that. God almighty. But anyhow, the lady that was at Walmart, which is one of the places, one of two places I can get it in the state. Walmart and somewhere else, which I don't remember. But she was so nice. And I said, okay, I'm not mad at you. I was not mad at any of the people that I dealt with. It's the system that made me mad. And she said, okay. And she was of foreign descent. Was not born here. Let's just say that. And she was very nice, very pleasant. She's like, I told her my tale of woe. She's like, oh dear. She goes, well, you might be able to tell that I'm not from this country. I was not born in this country, but I've been here for a very long time. And she was probably in her late 20s. So to her, probably 10, 15 years is a very long time. But she said, I come across this kind of bureaucracy every single day. I'm like, I apologize for our bureaucracy because I'm sure she has like dual citizenship somewhere else and it's not right. Okay, I can and do want to put something else on here. Tomorrow is a spicy day too, and I'm going to have to put lots of places, disclaimers, spoiler alert disclaimers, because tomorrow's a really good day. A lot of other stuff happens around the murder of, who was the girl that was murdered? My book is, I don't even know where my book is. I took my book out to read one day, and Lord knows where I put it now. Anyhow, oh here, oh dear, here it is. Who was the girl that was killed? What was her name? Y'all quit screaming at me. No, was it Joyce? 81. It was Joyce Reynolds. Her brother is killed, Leopold. Olga is the lady in the well. Leopold was poisoned. Joyce was killed at the apple bobbing station Joyce was killed by Mrs. Drake, owner of the house. Okay, I need a pen. I'm going to put stars by these. Anne Reynolds was, wait a minute, was Anne the girl or Joyce the girl? Yeah, Joyce. Anne must have been her mother. Leopold Reynolds is killed. And Olga, but they don't have Olga in here. So I'm going to put Olga. And she was from Herzegovina, one of my favorite words. So, but there's some other stuff, so stay tuned for tomorrow, unless you don't want spoilers. But anyhow, now what am I going to do? A lot of the work was done last night. It's grungy, it's heavy. I can't put, okay, I'm going to make this sign I want to put murder, but I can't put that here because then the people that don't want to be spoiled will see it. Okay, let me do it this way. I'm going to leave today like it is. Because all I'm going to do is put like who the murderer was. And tomorrow, we're going to have lots of spoiler alerts. But the 27th, Fridays, don't watch it if you don't want spoilers. Because I'm not going to edit the spoilers out. And I'll add this. I'll add tomorrow. How am I going to do that? I can make a generic background tomorrow too. Yeah, we'll make a generic background tomorrow also. And then after that, if you don't want to have spoilers, turn your volume off. But there might be visuals. There might be visuals. I don't want you to not watch my videos. Okay. And I think I have some more new people, unless that's part of this weird comment that I got. I don't know. So yeah, this is a book, a Agatha Christie mystery that I'm doing book report on for the month of October. And so far it looks like this. And I'm not doing a full flip through until the 31st. But we're on chapter 26, which is where the murder is announced, who did it. And I'm out of paper that's already attached. This is a junk journal, and I'm out of paper that's already attached, so I'm having to do Frankensteining some stuff here. And so far, it's not working because I'm not good at that kind of stuff. I hope I don't have to sew it. I really don't want to sew it. Now, I could. Okay, hold on a sec. This one is loose. I could tape this in. Okay, hold on a second. This is what we're going to do the rest of the day today. We're going to attach some stuff. Yes, I know this is not the way to do this. I know. I don't want anybody to say anything. I'm a lazy artist. A lazy journaler. Now I'm going to attach this. I really don't want to lose this for tomorrow especially. Okay, wait a minute. Okay, if I have this, this will go like this. So I could, if I attach this, I'll have this and this for tomorrow. Or I could add something else. That's what I'll do. I'll add something else to this. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to cut part of this because I'm going to attach part of my regular book to here. Okay, that's the fold right there. We're going to attach this to that piece right there. And then with double-sided tape. And this is the only size I have here. I have thicker stuff at home, but that's another thing. I'm at our beach house for the month of October. And actually most of the winter and the early spring, but we come back and forth. But for the month of October, there's so much stuff going on here for Halloween that I stayed the whole month. I am ready to go home. I have to say that. I do absolutely nothing different at home than I do here. But my husband keeps reminding me of that. He goes, you do the exact same stuff. I'm like, I know. But I get homesick for my home. I don't know why. It's the longest I've ever lived anywhere is with my husband, but okay. And if I do a good job, it's only because I have magic bracelets. I have an Agatha Christie bracelet and I have a Hercule Poirot bracelet, which is what I made these. And then this one I bought 100 years ago in New York City on vacation. And if I have any good ideas and good pages, it's only because of those bracelets. They help me along. Okay, so now this needs to be here. This was yesterday's spooky tree. So now you know why I made spooky tree, right? If you're okay with spoilers. I'm trying not to spoil the end of the book for everybody that doesn't want the end of the book spoiled. This is Agatha Christie's Halloween Party book report. And I chose this before I knew that there was a movie, which is Seance in Venice or Halloween in Venice, or it just came out. Kenneth Branagh and Tina Fey. Kenneth Branagh is Hercule Poirot. I say his name wrong every single time. Sorry. And Tina Fey is the mystery writer that's a character in here, who is friends with Hercule Poirot. But, okay, so this goes like this. Somehow I have to attach this whole band here to here. And I still need a couple more pages. Okay. I think I'm going to add a couple little, Stabilo touches. Maybe pencils? I haven't used pencils. Here's a gray, here's a black, and here's an orange. And let's see if there's a rust. I have a lot of supplies here, but sometimes I have to bring things back and forth. I try not to. Luckily, in our beach house, we have an owner's closet, and half the owner's closet is taken up with craft supplies. My husband's like, "What is all this?" I'm like, "It's crafts. Leave it alone." Luckily, there's an attic in this beach house too, and we're able to lock like linens and clothes and stuff in the attic. So half the owner's closet doesn't have to have clothes and linens. More room for craft supplies like paint and things like that. I don't put up in the attic because it's too hot here. South Carolina, it'll melt. Like from April to now. I mean, we're still sleeping with our windows open. It's supposed to be 80 by the end of the week here. Yeah. I'm just kind of going around some of the things with the pencils, just giving it a little bit more texture. And what I used, I may have already said this because I haven't done the voiceover of the part I did last night. I used a bunch of paper that I've used bits and pieces of it already in the journal. So it was kind of like a cleanup page for the reveal of who did it. These are just regular color pencils. There's nothing special. And they're not water soluble, so I can't like activate them. But I didn't want to. I've got other tools I can do that for. Stabilos. Stabilo Woodies, I love. Tempera paint sticks, I love. A black Stabilo is about my most used. And my whole point, in case you're new here too, my whole point of this journal was to try to do it as if it were like a Tim Holtz product without using too many Tim Holtz products. I painted all the paper last month. This packing tape I painted last month. I stamped just a bunch of stuff at home last month to bring. I was prepping in September. But so far, the book is pretty darn full. And now I have to figure out how to attach all this. I think I could put more tape. Anyhow, all right, that's it for today. Tomorrow is going to be more reveals about weird stuff and weird facts that happened in the book. And then after that, I'm not going to do any more spoiler alert warning things. So the the 28th, the 29th, the 30th are all going to be, I might be talking about it interspersed into the video without any warnings about spoilers. Today and tomorrow, I'll warn you about spoilers. And the 31st is a complete flip through on how I did everything, which there's every day, there's a video. Okay. So now I can use this tomorrow. And I don't really know how I'm going to do that at all. Ooh, something just slid. I have a ghost in here. Okay, I'm going to have to start putting a band around this or something. It's so full and thick. And this is a complete and utter junk journal. Made out of envelopes originally. And then I started adding stuff to it. But it's fun. And my object was to be grungy. Rusty, crusty, grungy this month. And have like texture and thickness. So, okay, that's it for today. Weirdo, go away. And if he doesn't, I may have to turn off comments. But I think I'm just like on a rotating thing. Maybe I need a bracelet for weirdos. Go away, weirdos. We'll see. Anyhow, thanks for watching. See you all tomorrow. Bye.